What's cracking, everybody? So, new video. Let's start with that. Lately, people have been saying that my videos are a little bit too low. So, here I go with the microphone. Hopefully this helps you. Today's video is going to be about how it used to be. I don't know how it is now. You know, I see all these guys with these Edgar haircuts, and apparently that's legal now, right? But I know that in my days, you had to be very careful with the haircut that you had. And let me give you an example. So I got busted in 1989, right? I fought a case, and I'm gonna actually go into that stuff later because of a comment that somebody made, right? And we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. But I fought a case for a while, a few months, and so I didn't hit YA until 1990, right? February of 1990. But I got busted in 89. So during that time, there was a lot of vatos that were actually getting like mullets, right? Like they would have their hair slicked back in the front, right? And they would have a little bit of hair in the back, right? There was a lot of vatos doing that shit. But when you went to YA, that wasn't legal. If you were from Southern California, that was looked at it as that was something that the vatos from up north would do, right? And so everybody was shaving their heads and getting in line, and you know what I'm saying, like adhering to what was expected. Well, while I was in Paso, there was a homie. He was from San Diego, right? And I was in Paso Robles, and I was not on his compa. But everybody knew about him and knew about his struggles. He was over there in Cayucas. And Cayucas was the only unit in Paso where the raza and the blacks were even numbers. Every other compa, no way. The blacks outnumbered the raza like in a major way. I was on Nipomo, and there was 9 of us in a 75 man dorm, right? So anyways, this vato from San Diego, I'm gonna say his name. His name was Danger, right? I'm not gonna say what barrio. People that were there will know exactly who I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. So this vato, because of the haircut that he had that haircut. It was, you know, they would call it a disco haircut. He was asked to shave his head. He was told, hey, homie, the homies don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? That's that other stuff. And he was like, ain't nobody going to tell me how to cut my hair. And so they would jump him. He would fight for his. He would go to the hole. While he was in the hole, they would break into his locker, steal all his shit. He would come back, throw a fuck, and get down with everybody, right? And he had an extremely hard time solely based on the haircut that he had, right? So later he came to my compa, and I was actually running my compa. I didn't give a fuck about his haircut, you know. I give a fuck about his heart. And he had shown over and over and over again that he had heart. But I remember I asked him one day, I said, hey, Danger, let me ask you a question, homeboy. Why the fuck you have that haircut? Why didn't you just shave it? And this vato told me this. He said, look, homie, 90% of these fucking pussies had the same haircut on the streets. They just come in here and they're scared. And that's real shit, right? And I had to respect that shit. But unfortunately, even though he had the balls that he had, no matter where that guy went, because he refused to cut his hair and do what other people wanted, people looked at him like he was easy, you know. And even in my dorm, I remember one time he got into some shit and he went to the hole. And while everybody was out in the day room, one of the vatos, and I'm not going to say his name, but I'll say he's on death row right now for killing a Hura. This vato was a porter. And while everybody was out in the day room and yard, he chose to break into Danger's locker and take his shit. And to me, that was complete coward shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had that compa. That was my compa. And my whole thing was, if you're going to take something from somebody, you take it from them. You don't take it while they're gone. You don't steal from a motherfucker. If you're going to punk somebody, you righteously punk them. Take it from them and show everybody that they ain't shit. And I didn't know that this had happened. Like I said, I was out in the day room, or more than likely I was in the yard playing handball. Danger came back from Ad Sag, and he opened his locker. And when somebody, they would call it booting the locker. You would spin it 0, 0, 0, and you would hit it with a boot. Or a lot of times they would hit it with this thing that was like to wax the floors. And it would break the lock completely off, right? But you could lock it back up. But when somebody put the combination in, when they would hit that third digit, the lock would fall straight to the ground. Danger slept across from me, right? We were both fuck ups. And he spun his lock, and I saw it hit the ground, and I was like, damn. And I remember he looked at me, and he said, hey, your homies got me. I said, they're not my homies, eh? They didn't take it from you. They stole from you while you were gone. And so, when everybody went out to yard, I made it a point to go and talk to the vatos that I knew were in the dorm at the time. And I made it clear to them that anybody that stole from that vato behind his back was a bitch. And that if they wanted to take something from him, then they should give it back to him and then take it from him. But no matter what, give him his shit back, and do it the right way. And so at shower time, when vatos were heading down the dorm towards the shower, people were dropping all of his shit back off. You know, I kind of felt good about getting that vato's stuff back. But really it was nothing, because the vato had heart, you know. The fact that he never, ever shaved his head, that he chose to be who he was, he had more balls than all of us. You know what I mean? I'm telling this story just to say, like, I don't know how things are in the joint now. You know, I know before, like, I don't know if people know this, but vatos from down south, this is an older thing. You know, I think the newer guys, it's different for the newer vatos. They don't know. But for the older vatos, like, if you were from Southern California, you would never wear a goatee and you would never get a fade. You know, that was considered what the vatos, the raza from Northern California, that's what they did. They got goatees and they got fades. If you were from Southern California, you got handlebar mustaches and you had a bald head, or you had a full set of hair. Either or. That said, where the fuck do Edgar haircuts fit in? I have no idea. But anyways, that's a new story for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe. be smart and tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.